Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are exploring a design movement that has captured the hearts of minimalists and design enthusiasts alike, the modern tiny farmhouse. It is a unique architectural intersection where the rugged, utilitarian roots of American rural life meet the sleek, intentional lines of contemporary minimalism. This isn't just about living in a small space. It's about a lifestyle shift toward quality over quantity. We're going to look at how these structures maximize every square inch while maintaining an aesthetic that feels both nostalgic and forward-thinking. Before we dive into the floor plans, let's define what makes a farmhouse modern. Traditional farmhouses were built for function, using local materials and simple, gabled roofs. The modern iteration keeps that iconic silhouette but introduces industrial elements like black steel window frames, standing seam metal roofs, and monochromatic color palettes. In a tiny home context, these sharp lines help the structure pop against natural landscapes, creating a visual harmony that feels sophisticated yet grounded. It's about stripping away the clutter and focusing on the core architectural DNA. One of the most recognizable features of any farmhouse is the steep, gabled roof. In a tiny home, this isn't just a stylistic choice, it's a functional necessity. A high-pitched roof creates essential vertical volume, allowing for sleeping lofts or storage areas that keep the main floor uncluttered. From the exterior, these soaring roof lines give a small building a sense of grandeur and presence, making it feel like a real house rather than a temporary shelter. It draws the eye upward, tricking the brain into perceiving a much larger interior volume. The texture of a home's exterior tells a story, and for the modern tiny farmhouse, board-and-batten is the protagonist. This vertical siding emphasizes the height of the building and provides a rhythmic shadow line that adds depth to the facade. While horizontal shiplap is a classic interior choice, the verticality of board-and-batten on the outside helps the tiny home feel taller and more elegant. Usually finished in a crisp white or a bold charcoal, this siding choice is the hallmark of the modern farmhouse look. In a small footprint, light is your best friend. Modern tiny farmhouses lean heavily into oversized, black-trimmed windows that act as living art frames for the scenery outside. By using large expanses of glass, we can dissolve the boundaries between the cozy interior and the vast outdoors. This is a crucial design trick. If your eye can travel past the walls to the horizon, the room feels infinite. High-quality glazing ensures that these large windows don't compromise the home's thermal efficiency, keeping it warm in winter and cool in summer. Even in a tiny house, the kitchen remains the social hub. The modern tiny farmhouse kitchen focuses on honest materials like butcher block countertops, apron-front farmhouse sinks, and open shelving. By ditching heavy upper cabinets for floating wood shelves, we keep the space feeling airy and open. Every drawer is a masterpiece of organization, often featuring pull-out pantries and hidden spice racks. The goal is to provide a full-scale culinary experience within a fraction of the traditional footprint, proving that you don't need a massive island to cook a gourmet meal. We can't talk about farmhouse style without mentioning the apron-front sink. In a tiny home, this feature serves as a heavy-duty focal point that anchors the kitchen design. Whether it's classic white fireclay or a more modern matte black stainless steel, the deep basin is incredibly practical for washing large pots in a small space. It provides a tactile link to the past, reminding us of a time when the kitchen sink was the most used tool on the farm, while looking perfectly at home amidst modern appliances. The living area of a tiny farmhouse is often referred to as the great room, regardless of its actual dimensions. To make this space work, architects use multifunctional furniture and built-in seating. A custom-built bench might provide a cozy reading nook by day and a guest bed by night, with deep storage drawers tucked underneath. The key here is intentionality. Every piece of furniture must earn its place. High ceilings and white walls keep the vibe light, while exposed wooden beams add a touch of rustic warmth. Most modern tiny farmhouses utilize a loft system to separate the private and public zones of the home. Accessing these lofts can be done via a minimalist ladder or, more popularly, a set of storage stairs. These stairs serve a dual purpose, hiding closets or laundry units within their treads. Once you're up in the loft, the proximity to the gabled ceiling creates a cocoon-like atmosphere that is incredibly cozy. Skylights are often placed directly above the bed, allowing inhabitants to stargaze from the comfort of their duvet. Just because a bathroom is small doesn't mean it can't be luxurious. The modern tiny farmhouse bathroom often features subway tiles with dark grout, a nod to vintage industrial design. To save space, many designers opt for wet rooms or glass-enclosed showers that don't visually break up the room. Matte black hardware and reclaimed wood vanities bring in that farmhouse character. It is a masterclass in efficiency, showing how high-end finishes can make a 3x6 foot space feel like a high-end boutique hotel suite. The secret sauce of this design style lies in the material contrast. We look for a balance between warm and cool elements. Reclaimed wood floors or ceiling beams provide the warmth and history, while black metal hardware and stone countertops provide the cool, modern edge. This high-low mix is what prevents the home from feeling too sterile or too rustic. It's a curated selection of textures that feel good to the touch and age beautifully over time, gaining character with every year of use. In a tiny farmhouse, clutter is the enemy of design. Therefore, hidden storage is integrated into the very architecture of the home. We see storage bays tucked into floor joists, toe-kick drawers under cabinets, and even hollowed-out furniture. The philosophy is simple. If you don't use it daily, it should have a dedicated home out of sight. This allows the beautiful architectural lines of the house to shine without being obscured by the stuff of daily life, maintaining that serene, minimalist farmhouse atmosphere. The farmhouse isn't complete without a connection to the land, and the porch is the bridge. Even a small stoop or a fold-down deck expands the living area significantly. In modern tiny farmhouse design, the porch is treated as an outdoor room, often styled with Adirondack chairs or a simple wooden bench. It encourages the inhabitant to step outside and engage with nature, which is often the primary goal of those choosing the tiny house lifestyle. It's the perfect spot for a morning coffee or a sunset view. Modern tiny houses are often leaders in green building technology. Because the footprint is so small, it is much easier and more affordable to build to passive house standards. This includes high-performance insulation, ERV ventilation systems, and solar readiness. Many tiny farmhouses are designed to be off-grid, using rainwater collection and composting toilets. Living small is inherently sustainable, but these modern designs take it a step further by utilizing high-tech materials that minimize the environmental impact while maximizing comfort. We've mentioned windows, but the placement of light is a science in tiny home architecture. Clear-story windows, small windows placed high on the walls, allow light to flood the ceiling, making it glow and feel higher. Transom windows above doors allow light to pass between rooms while maintaining privacy. By strategically placing light sources, we can eliminate dark corners that would otherwise make a small room feel cramped. In a tiny farmhouse, light is a building material just as important as wood or steel. The classic modern farmhouse color palette is famously restrained: white, black, and natural wood. While some might think this is boring, it is actually a strategic choice for small spaces. White walls reflect the maximum amount of light, creating a sense of air. Black accents provide the necessary punctuation to define the space and add a modern edge. Natural wood tones prevent the space from feeling cold. This limited palette creates a cohesive visual flow. making the entire house feel like one continuous, harmonious environment. In a tiny home, furniture is often part of the architecture itself. Think of a dining table that folds down from the wall or a desk that slides out from under a kitchen counter. These pieces are custom engineered to disappear when not in use. This flexibility is what allows a 300 square foot home to function like a 1,000 square foot one. The modern tiny farmhouse uses these transforming elements to ensure the home can adapt to different times of the day, whether you are working, cooking, or relaxing. Architecturally, we have to consider how a space makes a person feel. Living in a modern tiny farmhouse often leads to a sense of calm. When you are surrounded by high-quality materials and a clean aesthetic, your mental clutter often decreases. There is a profound sense of enoughness in these designs. They challenge the bigger is better narrative of the last century, proving that beauty and functionality are not dependent on square footage. It's a space designed for mindfulness and intentional living. One of the best things about the tiny house movement is that it allows for high levels of customization. Because the overall cost is lower than a traditional mansion, owners can afford to splurge on high-end details like a custom stained glass window, a hand-forged iron railing, or a premium copper roof. These personal touches are what turn a house into a home. In a tiny farmhouse, every detail is visible, so every choice becomes an expression of the owner's personality and values. The modern tiny farmhouse is more than a trend. It's a masterclass in architectural efficiency. It proves that we can live with less without sacrificing style, comfort, or dignity. By taking the best elements of our rural heritage and combining them with modern technology and minimalist aesthetics, we create homes that are sustainable, beautiful, and deeply practical. Whether you're looking to downsize or just looking for design inspiration, the tiny farmhouse shows us that greatness truly can come in small packages.